And starting here with Jamison Hensley.
Hey, Lamar, congratulations. As you know, everyone's been asking for a whole year about you not winning a game in the postseason. I know this is a team win, but how does it feel personally to finally prove to people that you won in the postseason?
It feels good, Mr. Jamison. I knew, we had the capability of doing that, but there's gonna always be no naysayers, no matter what. So we just one game at a time. I appreciate the win, hard fought team victory. They played great as well. Tennessee played a pretty good game, on both sides of the ball. But I'm grateful for the win. That's all God.
Jerry Coleman.
Hey, Lamar, could you take us through the touchdown run and after what happened with the interception, the way you rebounded and led your team all the way back from a 10-point deficit?
Yeah, I dropped back. They zoned it. The guys was at the numbers. They had the spy, the QB spy on me. Offensive line just did a great job. I seen the lane. I took advantage of it. And, it was off to the races. It just happened to be a touchdown.
Morgan Atzett.
Lamar, what's going through your mind? What are the conversations when you guys are quickly down 10-0 against Tennessee, even with last year's ending? Maybe some of those thoughts are creeping in.
Well, yeah, my guys, just came up to me, we got your back. I was telling them the same thing. But, I wasn't shying away from the game at all. After the turnover, I just locked in even more. And, we just battled. We just came out with the victory.
Ryan Mink.
Lamar, does this feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulders? And second, what was it that bothered you most about the playoff criticisms?
Yeah, I guess just people just be saying, I wasn't really worried about it. It's just my third year in the league. And I don't really care what people say. I'm just happy we got the win, to move on in the next round. That's all.
Daniel Oyefusi.
Hey, Lamar, we saw in the second half, it seemed like you guys were just feeding the flat, whether it's Pat Ricard, Hollywood, or Mark Andrews. I mean, was that like a second half adjustment? Because obviously they were really shutting down the run and keying on that in the first half.
Yeah, for sure. Coach just, started dialing it up, and, they were dropping Pat, leaving them in the flats. They were so concerned about Hollywood and Mark Andrews and those guys. Pat Ricard just sneaking out the backfield, being wide open and getting some yards, getting first down for us. And, that's what we needed. Keep the ball moving because that was a great team, great defense.
Jeff Sarebeck.
Lamar, you guys said all week that all that other stuff, the past two games, any of that, it was all, water under the bridge, and you guys didn't care about that. But at the end there, I saw you kind of wave everybody off the field. What was the motions like there, and what was that all about?
We didn't want to put our defense in the hole or have those guys put Derrick Henry back out there on the field, because certain situations he just start rolling. And we really didn't want him to get hot. Our defense did a great job throughout the game. And, like I always say, our job is to score points in the red zone. So that's what we were trying to do. And I was tipped off. We didn't get the first down. So, it was rather go for it than kick it. But they threw a flag on us anyway when we converted anyway. So it really didn't matter. But, it's playoff time. It's when to go home, and we wasn't trying to go home today.
Jonas Schaefer.
Hey, Lamar, congrats on the win. I know Tennessee probably gave you guys a lot of fronts, but it seems like a lot of times they didn't really have a traditional read defender or force defender. What did you see, especially, I guess, in that first half, and how did that maybe affect you guys' running game?
They was keeping guys outside, clogging up the middle, and having extra guy outside, just running to the flat, trying to run us to the sideline. But our offensive line just kept blocking their tail off, and we just seen the holes and just try to take advantage of as much as we can. That's what happened.
Mark Cannizzaro.
Hey, Lamar, one of your big mantras as a team this year has been finishing, and I guess you've had T-shirts and maybe signs around the facility and whatnot. Can you speak to what that means, and how you carried it out, and maybe how much was in the back of your mind? Particularly against this team, which you'd given a lead up to before.
When we get in crucial situations, keep our eyes on the prize, stay focused. We get on third down situations, let's get the first down. We was really just not trying to put our defense on the field because those guys were just doing their job, doing their thing today. Just flat out, just ball hawking, playing great run defense, and we just had to score points. And we get to the red zone, we gotta finish, and that's just been our motto ever since, the last loss we had, during the regular season, we just got to finish because we always have opportunities when we get in the red zone or when we're dropping the ball down the field. We just somehow, just fall off the train, and we just kept it going today.
We'll go to Tom Rock.
Hey, Lamar, I have two questions. First of all, it seemed like you were in a rush to get off the field there at the end. What was the thinking behind that? And second of all, which run did you like better, the touchdown run or the one where you got to sit down and give yourself up there at the end?
Well, it was. I feel, it was just disrespect. We didn't see what went on before the game. The last time we played those guys, and they were standing on our logo, and we seen like them getting into it with our coach. So that was just disrespectful because we treat all our opponents with respect, and it wasn't no reason for us to shake hands and stuff like that. To be the bigger guy. So we just walked off the field. I feel like we've been the bigger guys, and my favorite run was the kneel. I didn't really have no favorite run, just the kneeling at the end.
Take a few more here for Lamar. Mike Jones.
Lamar, there was that point in the season where you guys lost 3 straight, 4 or 5.
Mike Jones, that's lit. Mike Jones, that's lit right there. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. You and the offense both look way different than you did that point in the season where you guys lost 4 or 5. What changed down the stretch of the season when you came back from that COVID break and rolling into the preseason? Into the postseason.
Just being locked in, there was plenty of times in games, we felt like we had our opponents beat, and our defense been playing, great throughout the season, and we'll just get off the field and those guys score points, and we're not responding, so our biggest thing was after COVID, like we got to finish. We do a great job driving the ball down the field, but we don't finish. We used to score a lot of points, and we're not doing it. So we just had to take advantage of our.
He got muted.
All right, there you go. I did it. All right,
We'll go to Gabby DePaula.
Hi, Lamar. So you said during the week your approach was to not force things, to just focus on the task at hand, take your time, and don't try to make things happen right away. Do you feel like that's how you played in this game?
Yeah, Gab, except for the interception, I like to put more power behind that pass. I just put too much under it. But yeah, for the most part, that's what we did. We took our time each and every play, and that's what resulted in, us scoring points and finishing drives.
Hey, Lamar, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.